Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Let's get the stream up. We are good. We are here. And not many people on today. So, yeah. Honestly, did not think I'd be doing videos before doing a stream today. Uh, with where I'm at, there's the can of fires, and they're affecting where I am. But we can manage. Also, I have a bunch of course because I was working with that. Yeah, I don't know. Not too much going on. Uh, Probably gonna do some building today, because honestly, I really need to get that done. If we can get building done, or as much building done, that would be great. If someone wants to hop on, like if they want me to call or something, I can do that. Other than that, I don't really have too many plans for the day. Yeah, that's kind of it. I don't have too many plans, unfortunately. Oh, they finally did. Oh yeah, I forgot that was crap. I forgot that was today. They were unveiling that. Well, this is the center hub, so that's cool. Let's see. Gonna get on you real quick. So, huh? Interesting. So we got like trees, kind of representing the biomes of sorts. Some clouds. Okay. Is there anything down below? Because I know there was something last season, but I mean, each person's. I think different people do it each season, so let's see what we got going on here. Oh, we got a tunnel. I think this goes up. Okay. Got a bench. Nice. What else? What secrets do we have? Hmm. I think that's just another staircase. Yep, another staircase. Okay. It's nice. Honestly, the simplicity is quite actually very nice to have. Yeah, I like it. I like this. And then obviously we got the top of the nether now, which I don't know if I'll actually use. Unless there's a gold farm. I guess I could use a gold farm at some point. There. Let's get our dailies for the day. So iron rockets. Or shulker and iron. There we go. Got there eventually. I also gotta get my shop eventually. It's kind of like in the works. I mean, it's not really done by any standard. I need more supplies for it. But also, like, for my shop this season, I don't think I've said it on stream or in the first video I made. I think I did. Essentially, it's going to be more of a trading shop. Yeah, because I have a lot of stuff I need. Yeah, I mean, I have stuff I need this season. So, it's going to be partially trading, partially buying. Where players kind of have the option to trade. So if like I need a shulker of orange terracotta, then the person can just farm up or dig out a whole shulker of that, and then they can take said item, whether that be like target blocks or shulker of totems or stuff like that. So these are just examples. I don't know how much of said items I'll be like selling, but oh, pass by. Also, I had to update my tunnel, so I might actually update this today. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of work to do. Do we want coarse dirt? I can do the coarse dirt later. It's really just because I kind of got sick of building over there, so I was like, alright, let me build the stream for the next section. And I kind of got laid out, but yeah, so mountains. We got the first. I'll just fly up actually. That'll be a little bit easier to show. So we got the first section done. And this is only the first section, so we got that section, all that section. So this one is decent. Also, when I say the first part, this is only the first of 4 parts. So I'm gonna have like different blocks. So it's not gonna be all orange terracotta. Thank the Lord. Because this already was making me go a little bit insane. Also, like as you see, this is more like kind of rocky terrain. As it gets more steep, I guess is probably, or we build up more. I'm gonna like the next section is gonna have more flat surfaces because I'm thinking like plateau kind of like where the bottom portion is where it has the most weight on it, so it's more rocky. It has some stuff falling apart at times, and then this next section will have like more cliffs, I guess the next word to use, but still have like maybe some rockiness to it. And then the next section will have more rocks or more. I think it's the third section will have like all cliffs, maybe some maybe like a little bit hanging over at times, but for the most part, pretty flat. Maybe some curvature of sorts. Nothing too crazy. And then lastly, the final part is going to be just pretty much like flat. Yeah. Yeah, so like this first section is the hardest part, and it's probably the most time consuming part because I'm like, okay, gotta lay down the entire thing. Then it's it's a very tedious process. It's probably the best word to use for it. And I gotta do it all over again for this whole thing. The sides. Um, the sides actually though I might kind of like cheat a little bit is probably the best word to use for it. kind of. I think it's like once I get past this section right here. So it's like from kind of gotta think where. Maybe like right here-ish. Yeah, like this section. I'm gonna kind of make it more like a hill before it like goes up, which should help my sanity a little bit. And then I'll kind of do the same thing on the other side. Although I think this has more. Not really. So this one is actually a little bit worse. Yeah, I got more room, more space to actually work with then. Or more tedious work on this side. And then probably around here I might do it again. Or do the same thing where it's like a hill and then we do the landscape up. I don't know. Those are the plans. Also, sorry for not streaming the last couple weeks. Work has not been great the past couple weeks, so that's partially why. And then, honestly, the heat. I don't love summer. Summer is not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite season, even though all the sports I've played pretty much dealt with the summer. So it's ironic at that point. Um, but that being said, fall is my favorite. I love the fall, and I hate summer. I hate summer more than I hate winter, which is weird for a lot of people, but yeah, no, for me that's just how it is. So this right now, I'm like, let's go down to 40, 50 degree weather. I'll even take 60. 60 degree weather would be perfect. 80s, 90s, nope. I'm good. I don't need this weather. I don't know why people like this weather. I mean, yeah, no, I don't know why people like this weather. I was about to defend them. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to wear layers and layers of coats. I'm like, that's, no, that's what makes it better. It's like it's not like you're next to a fan all day, just trying to stay cool. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna just start working on this, and I might just do like start with these two sections. They're really simple. They're not very long, and I think we can do this on stream fairly quickly. Um, and then you guys can also kind of like see my process for it, which is not really a process. It's more just like, oh, hey, this is what we're kind of doing. And yeah, it's a lot of this, which is, it's there. But yeah, so a lot of this essentially. Let's do that. This. Actually, I do need that there. Let's remove that. Let's do that. Then we're gonna do that. Something like this. Yeah, it's weird, tedious work. at the end of the day. Let's do something like this. And then something like this. Alright. That's pretty good. What's going on? Is this a hold up? No way, I'll carry. Wait, what? Raise works as free. 8th, I pinged you in disc. What's film? Grab. I'm using that kid. Just pick. What are you holding up? I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. Let's see. Let's do that. There. Oh, actually, I do want that. Nope. Yeah, it's like a lot of decisions. Weirdly. Because, like, okay, yeah, I could do this, but then it's like, okay, that's... Well, actually, this does need to go there, then it's... Yeah. And then, like, okay, this is way too flat, so I'm like, okay, we gotta do this, which gets rid of... Nope, that does not get rid of that. But then that goes there, and then we can put that. And we got a bunch of phantoms. Also, this is another reason why I don't get a lot done, because of these guys. Where'd they go? Alright. Go. Let's do that. Alright, and now... Now I gotta get this kind of aligned. Nope, don't do that. Actually, I kind of need to do this one first, just so it looks kind of correct. Let's do something like this. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay, so now I need to bring this back. Oof. So that there. That can go there. And people are, wait, what? Redeeming cannonballs? I don't know what that's about. Uh, no, let's not do that. That works. Uh, like I'm trying to keep it. Also, I'm trying to keep it not hanging up over this. So this is interesting. Uh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. I don't know. That one's needed. That's needed. This one can go here. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so that's there. How does that look actually from this side? Not bad. What do you guys think? I mean, it's coming along. I think once we get the next part done or started, it'll make a little bit more sense. Because also, like, the next part, it's not going to be a hard cutoff. This is more just like, okay, let me get to this section, and then I'm going to have it kind of like bleed into the next section, if that's probably a good word to use. Where, like, some parts will be raised up a little bit, some might stay at this level. So, but yeah. Overall, I think it's coming together. Slow and steady. Sometimes win something. I don't know. Is it this race? I don't know. Titans are very fast builders. I am not a fast builder. I don't even consider myself a builder, actually, so it's all good. It's all good. Uh, Come on. Come on, Skyrats. And you're gone. And don't need that. I will take the XP though. I will say that is one thing I do need to. I'm still debating on it. Is putting string on everything. The issue with the newest update is string looks so bad. It looks so bad. And do you mind? Actually, I do that. But what string? Yeah, no, string looks so bad now that it's not completely worth your while to have it. Where like to spawn proof stuff. I mean. So if you do use it with caution. It's not great. It's very visible. And personally, I would not use it if I was given a choice. Actually, let's go here, just so I can get the curve kind of down. I don't know why I just did that. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Then there we go. Yeah, that works. Not too bad. Obviously, it's not like perfect because obviously it kind of looks like right there it looks sharp, but I mean, overall, it's not the worst. I'll take it. Apparently there's some cannonball thing. I don't know. If anybody's watching and understands what this cannonball thing is, hey, can you let me know? Because I have no idea what they are talking about. Let's do something like this. Alright. That is a decent start. Nope. Uh, okay. Uh, okay. Pretty good. Okay. So, now the fun part. Let's do that. Alright. That will go like that, maybe? Yep, and that's why I go back. Because I completely forgot that. Let's see. Also, I got like this whole section right here. This is gonna have like some grassland, probably, which I might want to start doing today. Once we finish this, I might actually start that, because that is an easy project to do, and it kind of gets a lot of the stuff done. This stuff I need to clear out. Same with this. This whole, like, if we go to base, actually. I know I'm procrastinating. But essentially, I want, well, this whole section needs to all come out. But this whole section here, I want out. I want it removed. Reason why is the forest area is going to be is going to climb upwards a little bit. But to do that, I need to start kind of low, or this area is just too high up, so that's the reason. And then plains area, I don't know how high, how low it will go. How high, how low. Hey, that rhymed. So for that, it's just more, we'll do it as we go along with that. But this whole thing has come out, and that will be a request for the Titans, because I started it, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that any more than I have already. So hopefully the Titans are okay with doing that. Okay. It's probably best just to keep starting from here. Let's do that. Alright. Alright. Uh, let's do that. Nope. Okay. Let's do this. And mm-hmm. Go there. This goes here. This goes there. That goes there. This goes there. Nope. All right. Okay. That should do it. I don't think there's any gaps. No, looks good. Oh, also, I guess I'll show you guys what the string looks like. Um, Let me just put this back. Oh no, that's go there. String is over here. I do need more string. Tripwires. It'll be a good way to show. So, string. Try and make a demonstration here. There we go. Alright, so normal string. It is somewhat visible. But we do like this and here. Hardly visible at all. And then... yeah, so then obviously once you remove the tripwire, it just loses that. Or it goes back to how it was. But the way it was before is it looked a lot like with the tripwire. So that's how it used to be. Why did Mojang change it? No idea. Could not tell you. Because the old way was honestly the better way. I need more rockets. But that's what they decided to do. So, I mean, can't really say too much about it. Other than disliking it. We can openly say what we don't love, but at the end of the day, it's not. We don't have that much control over it. Actually, let me... So... quick flyby, get that updated. So yeah. It's updated. This one is not updated though. So we can do that real quick. I mean, it's also nighttime, so... but yeah. Alright, so kind of see a little bit of the walls now. And then... it's like slowly but surely we'll get there. It's just... ugh. I think I spent, just on like that little section, I guess we can include that as well. I think that was a total of 20 plus hours over the course of 2 weeks. 2, 3 weeks. So yeah. And it might be more. I'm just guessing at this point. So what? I mean, if let's say it was 30 hours. That means this portion is going to be like 50. These portions together are going to be like 100. And that's just for the first set part. I have so much work to do. But the mountains is the hardest part. That's the way I'm looking at it. Mountains is the hardest part. Next is the forest, which is the second hardest part. And it's not even a hard part, it's more like the forest is just going to be more dense than anything. So I gotta like make it look natural, but at the same time I have to make custom trees and stuff, so that's going to be a whole challenge. Which I'm not looking forward to, because I'm not good with that stuff. I'm going to try, but I'm not good with that stuff. I think I might be able to kind of bypass it a little bit, because the kind of tree I want to make is, I'm not going to say it yet, but it's more like the leaves are up top versus like gradually going like an evergreen where it kind of goes up and it's like covering the whole tree. That might be my saving grace. Other than that, we'll see. We'll see. Also, I plan to make them actually kind of tall, so think a 2x2 tree on top of another 2x2 tree. That's what I'm thinking. So it's gonna be a lot of those like really big trees, and then we gotta do something else. And then like some smaller trees or saplings that are just sprouting, stuff like that. So that's it. It's forest is also a tough one. The plains are going to be kind of like my little bit of a break, because it's going to be more flat. I mean, there's going to be some hills, but it's going to be more flat than anything. Because with plains, I'm thinking like, okay, I'll have it be like farmland, where they'll have like, I'll have a whole section of like tall grass, another section of like wheat, another section of beets, carrots, potatoes, that stuff. After that, I'll have like a whole section of what is it again? Like, I want tall dry grass. The issue with this is it has to be on sand, which kind of defeats the purpose, because it looks so good if I could place it on sand. Like, here's dirt. Oh, I can put under. Why did I not think I could put it under? Oh, maybe I would try to put on walls. Maybe that was it. Oh no, that does. Huh. For some reason, I could not put it on walls. Okay, well, that actually solved my issue with this. I think you can bone meal this, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. So that goes there. Or is it... I thought there was a way to bone meal that. I'll have to double check. Maybe it has to be like a dispenser? Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, it's daytime now. So, let's start making the dirt portion of this. Excuse me. Essentially I'm gonna make it like where I can put a couple trees down. Not like crazy amounts, but I want enough to where it looks kind of natural. if that makes sense. So like this is actually perfect because that means I can put like 1 or 2 trees every so often. Um, yeah, this will work. Nope. Yeah, this is going to be something. And this is the swamp area, just to keep in mind. So the swamp area is going to be mostly water, but I mean, I'm going to have like some small mounds of land on top every so often. So it's going to have a lot of water, and it's probably going to go down to like this area. So like that right there, that will probably be the bottom of the water. Only issue is I have to make it all mud because I want it to look kind of muddy, swamp-like. So that's another issue to tackle at some point. But luckily, I am not in a rush with that. I say that, but let's try and work our way back a little bit. Well, it's not going to be perfect, and I think that's the point. There's no such thing as a straight coastline. Uh, yeah. And kind of also want to make... Oh, I'll get there when I get there, so it'll make sense. So I'm gonna kind of make a little... It's gonna kind of jet to make that section kind of look like a big island section. That way I can kind of make a tree or something, like a large tree, to kind of hide that farm. Yeah, as you can see, I'm already kind of doing that. Let's get back on pace. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do that yet. So let's go from here. A lot of work today. I was really gonna think like, oh, I'll stream for an hour. It's not too bad. If I want to get all this done, this might be like a couple, 2, 3 hours. So we'll see. We'll see how far I can get done. I meant to get on earlier, but I did not. So for reasons I don't want to get into. So, but yeah. So did not get an early start. I got an early start on the day, but I did not get an early start on Minecraft. That's probably the best way to put it. Also, this is going to be fairly flat, which I don't mind. If I want to go back and make it have more hills, I guess, I can do that later, but for now, I'm just going to do this. Oof. Just gotta take breaks every now and then. Getting old. Getting old sucks. Bones start cracking every time you try to move. You don't get a good night's sleep, all that stuff. Kids, don't get old. It's not fun. Stay young. Stay active. Don't spend 5,000 hours on Minecraft. Like every other Titan here does. Nope. That sounds right. Oh yeah, I was talking about earlier how the next section, I don't think I said the block though, for the mountains. It's going to be acacia wood. Now, the issue is, as you can see, it can rain, which means it can thunderstorm. So I'm going to have to put some lightning rods down, which, if I do it correctly, I think it won't affect anything. It just means also I'll have to put a few lightning rods down. Not a few. I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna have to put a lot of lightning rods down for my entire build, because I don't want any trees to burn. I don't want the mountain section to burn. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Also, that's another issue. The more land I've made, creepers can spawn. So yeah, I always gotta keep watching my back. It's supposed to be a package truck. Did it get delivered? It did. Alright, I'll have to check that out. Stop it. I wonder if anybody is making games that use feather falling this season. I know I did last season, but I'm not making a game. I do not have time to make a game this season. Next season I might though. For season 12, I might make a game. That would be fun. Kind of challenge myself again. Actually, I might make a couple games. We'll see. Come on. Nope. There we go. Let's see. Other than that, I don't know. Not too much going on. More people are online, it's like. Yeah, I don't know, just working. Working on this shoreline. And dealing with these skyrats. Damn. Alright. Yabba dabba doodah. Wait, what was that name? Yabba dabba doodah. Oh, okay. I actually love that. I'm wondering if they are a Yogi Bear fan. Cause yeah, he says Yabba dabba doo. But where Yabba dabba doo ba? Is that a different character then? I don't know. Yabba dabba doo is for sure Yogi Bear. Who is Yabba dabba doo ba though? Unless it is Yogi Bear. I'm misremembering him, his like quote. Cause like, what's up, Doc? Is Bugs Bunny. Yabba dabba doo. I want to say that's Yogi. Unfortunately, Snoopy doesn't really have one. I'm trying to think of like iconic cartoon characters, like their signature catchphrases. Even Mickey Mouse, I'm like, what is Mickey's like catchphrase? I don't know. Do you guys know that? No. Also, I ramble. If this is the first time watching my stream, I ramble a lot. Kind of just keeps the stream going, I guess. Also, it makes me actually kind of stay engaged, because if I don't ramble, I just be silent for 2 hours or more, depending on how long the stream is. So I try to talk as much as possible, which means I ramble a lot. Especially when I'm doing odd jobs like this, where it's not exciting by any standard, but it just kind of has to get done. This is kind of nuts. Nope. Alright. I will say, doing this stuff, I think is starting to become my favorite thing to do with the build. Just because it gives me a break from everything. Alright. Because doing the mountain, as much as I would love to get it done, it is a task, to say the least. So I'm trying to just like kind of take it in stages. So when I get something done, I start working on something else. That way I feel like I get more progress done than what actually is the progress. If that makes sense. This rain stops. Any more zombies? Nope. I heard phantoms. Or sky rats. They're called sky rats, not the server. If you didn't know that. So, I try to say sky rats as well, but I mean, they are phantoms, so I do default to that. Only thing I want to say about phantoms, though, is I wish they were in the end versus the overworld. Makes a lot more sense, and yeah, that's my take on phantoms. I've been saying this for years, where I believe that they should only be in the end. There's no point in having them in the overworld. I understand, like, oh, they prevent you, they like make sure you go to sleep, all that stuff. I'm like, well, I mean, sure, but they drop phantom membranes, which are only used for elytras and potions of slow falling, and the only reason, like, the only place to find elytra is in the end, and there's no reason at the current moment for Mojang to ever leave the end. Like, there's no reason. You could literally be in the end for your entire, like, in the entire Titancraft season. Once the end opens, you can just get materials from the resource world or the starter island, and then from there, just yeah, and then just start making your own farms in the end. And then all you have to deal with in the end is Enderman. That's it. And it's honestly not that bad. It's really not. So that is... They really need to change it. And that's why I personally feel like they should put... the phantoms in the end. Because there's no reason to ever leave the end currently. The end is very simple. Obviously you have the void, which, I mean, okay, then you have the fear of losing all your stuff. But, in all honesty, it's not that bad. Considering villagers exist. So you can just get a bunch of villagers and have your own, like, restock on stuff. So tools, armor, enchantments, that stuff. Plus, if you get a villager in the end, you also can make a raid farm. You can make an iron golem farm. You can make... the raid farm also produces emeralds, but then trade. It's like... It also produces redstone, it produces gunpowder. It's like... There's no reason to ever leave the end. And then, to even top that off, to even, like, go a step further, you can just make your whole area slabs or water. And then, like, if you make it all water, Enderman won't spawn there because they hate the water. So yeah, it's one of those things that has bugged me for years, especially when it first came out. When it first came out, I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, okay, I can see it, but over the years, I'm like, it is more of, it's like kind of one of the more pointless mobs now, kind of like sniffers. Sniffers don't really do a whole lot. Like, sure, you can get some interesting flowers from it, which obviously you can then make dyes, which is it's a different way of doing it, but yeah, sure. It's yeah, I don't know, just rambling. Also, I need a water break. My jaw's starting to hurt. I don't usually talk very much. I hardly talk at all. And I haven't done streaming in 2 weeks, so jaw is Hey, why are you there? Actually, I want it. Oh. Okay. Expecting you to fire another arrow. Alright, it should be getting easier, because obviously I ended up kind of widening it, so slowly but surely it'll get better. Swamp though. I mean, I can talk about this. I don't think I've ever talked about it other than the mountain, where the mountain's gonna have a volcano. That's the big build for it. But each of the biomes are going to have its own unique build. That's probably the best way to put it. So, mountain is volcano. Forest is going to be like an Aztec temple. The plains is going to be like a medieval village with like a castle wall and stuff. Not a full-on castle, just like a castle wall. That's probably the best way I can describe it. The island is going to have like a pirate cove of sorts. So I'm going to have like at least one pirate ship, possibly 2, depending on how much time I have with it. And the swamp is going to have a village. Not like a I don't want to say slums, but kind of like the slum-esque vibe, where it's kind of like rundown houses in between islands, and with like some not great bridges floating across. And I mean, for that, it's going to be more like, I want to say like 6 to 8 houses. So I mean, it's not going to be a lot, but... And then I plan. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I plan to have on making like custom animals. So the swamp, I'm thinking like alligators, crocodiles, and then maybe like a crane or something, or a flamingo or something like that. Kind of make it look a little bit more like a swamp-like area. Then the island is gonna have sharks, maybe. We can try making like fish. I know fish are already in the game, but I'm not in a ocean biome, so they might not spawn naturally. It's one of those things we'll have to figure out. Like if squid and fish spawn naturally, hey, that's great, but I don't think they will. Uh, other than that, I think that's it. I want to say that's it. Um, like the island, or not the island, the plains. I mean, I could put a cow or two in the village, I suppose. That wouldn't be too bad. I also have to deal with the total mob cap for my area, which I believe is 30. I believe that's the rule with the server. There's no one on to verify, or there's no like staff to verify that. But I mean, we're talking way down the line. This is like 6+ months from now, so I'm not too concerned with that. Um, the forest, I mean, I could put like some birds in, but that, I mean, that's another thing is where like we're eventually it's gonna hit like a mob cap, and I already have a raid farm. I have the witch farm, which doesn't work, but which is hilarious, but um, which I assume is just because there's too many people online. I don't know. It's one of those things that I have looked at it, I've tested it, I have spent like an hour at it, even with the TPS on the server, and still no spawns, so I have no idea why it doesn't work. But it's fine. It is fine. We're not going to complain. Again. For the 10th time. Because I know I did stream on it. That goes down. I was hoping to get closer by the time it hit nightfall. But it does not. I mean, we're now like kind of through the whole widening portion. So, yeah, maybe I'll go a little bit quicker. Oh, there we go. A little bit lag right there. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Interesting. Blown up by using sand. Hmm. Sand is the name of an object. I got that much. But what object would that be? It has to be diamond, like a diamond sword or something, cause or something like that. But blown up. Well, I mean, I guess if you TNT blew up, then yeah, that you would get that message. I don't know. That is a first for me with the message. Dang it. Almost done. I mean, I say that, but then I also have to kind of replace some of the dirt with grass, so this naturally starts looking like a short. Yeah, we're at an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half. Okay. Oh, that's wolf. I was like, is that a block right there? No, it's a wolf. We're fine with that. Mm-hmm. Such a fun thing. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I say, oh yeah, I can do this season? A 700 by 700 area. Easy. That's fine. It's not like I have a job or a life, you know. What was I thinking 2 months ago? To where I was like, oh yeah, this is much better than the other idea. The other idea looks like such a cakewalk at this point. If you don't know what the idea was, the original idea was I was gonna make card art of every land type. So kind of the same theme. It was Magic theme regardless of what I was doing this season. But essentially I was gonna make it was like a 7 by 5 area. So I mean it was still gonna be a lot of work by all means, but it would have been possibly a little bit less. I mean, a little bit easier because I could use carpet and moss carpet and stuff like that. So there's that stuff, but that was the idea. And then I scrapped it because I was like, oh, that's not fun. That's just going to become really boring over the entire season, and I'll get burnt out. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not fun. And then here we are, doing a 700 by 700 area, and I'm like, oh yeah, this would be fine. It's only like I estimated it at the time. It's like, yeah, it'll be about the same amount of blocks, which I'm like, alright, that's fine. I knew what I was getting myself into, and now like I reworked the math. I'm like, oh, I'm doing twice the amount of blocks I'm doing at best. Because originally, like, I was gonna do 4 or 5 cards. And I'm like, okay, if I do 5 cards, it's gonna be like 5 million blocks or something like that, which is still a lot by all means. So that is a lot of blocks to place. But then I was like, okay, well, scrap that and do this. And now I'm at like just a rough estimate. Not even this. I'm not even really counting anything. But rough estimate, I was at like 12 million. So Yeah, I totally thought this whole project through. But that is why hopefully some Titans can help me out with this area. Just because I'm already doing a lot. 12 million blocks. That is... It's an insane number already. And I don't know how long this season's going to be. So I'm like, okay, if it's... Alright, let's just do this. Let's do that so we can not deal with those sky roads. But yeah, 12 million blocks. At best. At worst, it could be a lot more. I really don't know. I'll be interested to know at the end of the season where my like blocks placed items is. Like, it would be kind of interesting to see, like, to add everything and be like, oh, this is how many dirt blocks I placed. This is how many moss blocks. This is how many orange terracotta. It will be very interesting at the end of the season. And the worst part is, the absolute worst part, is to see how many shulker boxes I have placed. Because I'm already, I feel like, at 300 plus. 300 plus, that would be my guess. I would say, well, I'll say 285. Alright, we got 43 seconds. If it's daytime, by the time we log back on, we can see. Ugh. Sorry, I'm tired. I have not been sleeping well. To the point where, like, I like sleep like 5 hours or something, or I wake up in the middle of the night, and yeah, it's not good. It's still nighttime. Dang it. But yeah, that's another thing. I gotta do that stuff. Okay. Oh. Alright, we'll look how much of like each block I placed once I finish this. I don't know what that is. It's craft. Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's crafting in autocraft, if I remember correctly. I want to say that's the achievement. We're getting there. We are getting there. 4 blocks at a time. Nice. Probably deal with one more thing of sky rats. Yep. I am gonna deal with them. And you're gone. And you're gone. Alright, almost. Actually, we can. Yeah, no. Let's finish this up, and then I'll look how much dirt I've placed. Or just how many blocks in general. I think orange terracotta is probably going to be the largest amount. Because I've already gone through, I want to say 4 shelters. I want to say 4. Might be 3 only, but I feel like it's 4. Alright. Alright. Okay, so statistics, items, mine, broken, crafted, used, picked, I think it's gonna be used then. Wow. Yep. 13,782 is dirt. Okay. 12,257 is orange terracotta. 11,847 is stone bricks. Yeah, that sounds right. And then yeah, deep slate tile slab. Yep, that's what we're staying on right now. So overall, not too bad, but items used, times used, over 600,000, and we are a little over 2 months in because the server started May 9th, I want to say. I want to say May 9th. So yeah, that's a number. And these are all empty. This one's not. Now it's empty. And now let's update. I might have to update that one as well. Okay, so that one is there. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay. So, a lot of work went into that. Now you gotta obviously put in some grass blocks so it actually looks like grass. But yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good amount of work done. I will take that. Yeah, let me just take this. We're not gonna put 2 full blocks in, or 2 full stacks, but nope. Something, because this stuff can just kind of, this will spread naturally. Don't need to really kind of do this all that much. It'll naturally turn to grass by the time we start working on the swamp. And you can see that little change with the biome then. Which is nice. I don't need arrows, but I'll take the bone. Another change. And another change. Mhm. Alright. That's pretty good. I'll probably just also do this. Alright. Yep, see, I already spread it. So, that's good. Yep, pretty good. There. There. Let's see. Do I need to shulker into this stuff? Nope, not yet. Okay. Alright then. How much cactus? Okay. That is one of those things I am actually debating, is putting some cactus on the mountain area. I'm like, it could work, but not 100% sure yet. I don't really know if I think of doing anything else today. I could work on the creek for the forest area. I don't really want to do any more of that stuff today, or at least for stream. I could work on this, but it's not exactly exciting as everything else has been. Jokingly. Because it's all just kind of placing all this down. Go like because this is coarse dirt that we're working with, so because I'm thinking like the creek will have mud on the bottom. I don't want that. So let me go over here. Something in mud, coarse dirt, and then maybe podzol, and then have, or maybe have some with podzol, and then maybe some with grass blocks. I don't know. But the main struggle is kind of just getting all this correct. Replaced. Replaced is probably a better word. Nope. There we go. Yes, just a lot of this. Okay, it's going all the way over there. And the thing is, this creek is not going to be fully visible the entire time. Because of the forest, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe some of it will be under a log or something, or a tree fell. But if I have all this done first, then I'm like, okay, this is where the creek goes at the very least. And then I can kind of just go from there. I'm like, oh, okay, this goes here, this can go there. That stuff. If that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense to me, but it might not make sense to you. Hopefully it makes sense to you, but I can definitely see where it does not. Where I say that, and then it's like, wait, what are you talking about? Alright. Okay. For some reason I thought I heard it again. let's see. Okay. Let's get the water in now. Crap. Right. Two. And a 3. Oh, I missed the 4. Note to self, if you not take 3 arrows to defeat all the sky rats. If you understand the reference, then we are showing our ages. Boom, bada boom. I know I said I was like, oh yeah, I'll be done after this, and I'm like, I'm still working. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay. That's there. I mean, that can be fine. That's fine for now. Why can't I find a big profile? That's the thing. When I was finding my base, I actually passed by a big profile. But I don't know at this point. Where, like, this was like day 1. I was trying to find it. Or find a swamp biome. Okay. That's the next section done. Let's. There's this and this. Welcome, welcome, people. If you're looking for exciting content, sorry, you are not in the right place. We are just building. Just trying to get more of this build done. Not that it's gonna get done today, but, you know, I think you understand what I mean. Hopefully. Yep, that's right. That goes there. Goes here. That goes there. Nope. Okay. And there. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2. 4, 6. It's there. Okay. There. All right. Crap. I suppose that will happen. Yeah. We can always update stuff later. This is just the initial. Oh. Do I have it in me tonight to finish this? Sorry. Almost at 2.5 hours. I mean, is this entertaining for you guys? I don't even know. I feel like it's completely boring, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, if you're just kind of like happy in the background, hey, thanks. It's always appreciated. But I don't think it's really entertaining content by any means. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone finds it entertaining. It's one of those things that I kind of hope I can do more this season. It's kind of like collaborate with people. It's just I am not a very social person. It's probably the best way to put it. I find my people. Oh, hey, Flaming. How's it going? I enjoy seeing somebody doing the same thing that I am. Yeah, hey, that's hey, good to know. I mean, that's what all Titans are at this point, is people that are working on big projects. We're all essentially doing the same thing. This goes there. This here. Hey, pink sheep. I forget what the rarity for a wild pink sheep is. Oh, speaking, I haven't really talked in the last couple minutes. But I just saw something. For those that are Stardew Valley fans, if you're a Stardew Valley fan or you love the game and all that stuff, Magic the Gathering is coming out with a secret layer. If you don't know what secret layer is, they kind of they're they're not exactly Magic. They're I don't know if they are affiliated with Wizard of the Coast, but they essentially make unique cards. Is probably the best way to put it. So the most recent one was all cats. So they had like Garfield. They had oh gosh, what were the other cats? They had like custom arts for cats. Um, gosh, now I can't think of what else the cat art was. Um, But essentially, I'm getting distracted. The uh, the next secret layer is Stardew Valley. So obviously, if you are a fan of Stardew Valley, then maybe check it out. Obviously, there's like foils, unfoil, and non-foil stuff. So obviously, if you're not a fan of Magic, by all means, you don't need to get it. But I think it's always interesting. I have a friend who loves Stardew Valley, and I don't think she loves Magic. So I'm like, would she get this? I don't know, but I think it's one of those things that could become a possibility. Oh, that's come on, sky rats. All right, let's see. Okay. Stardew Valley though, yeah. So a lot of I just saw it today actually, and it looks cool. It has like the retro game design for some of the cards, then it has more 3D art, kind of, like more realistic art. That's probably a better way to put it. Then there's lands and stuff, which I think some are, or all of them are like the in-game art. I don't know. Like for me, never played it, but or I have yet to play it, so I'm not too into it. But like I said, I have a friend that loves it, so if you love it, then maybe that's a way to start collecting. This section's gonna be horrible. Jeez. Okay. Looks like day-night cycle's actually going pretty smoothly now. Just noticed that. Come on, son. We need... Dang it. Be gone. Hmm. Hmm? Hmm? There we go. There. All right. And that. Oh, so much left of this. Why did I do this? I think when this whole season is over, I'm really gonna need to take a test for decision-making skills. I am questioning why I did this. I mean, if it turns out fantastic, I guess that's why I did it, but as of right now, I'm questioning my sanity. Nope, don't want to do that. Nope. I will say, even though it's nice kind of living near, well, at the world border, I gotta say it's also kind of, I kind of wish I did have a neighbor that was kind of close by, because it would be nice at times, but this is where I found the swamp, so I guess I can't really say. Nope, that's not what I want. Let's do that. Crap. It's fine. At this point, I'm not gonna get it. Yep. Oh, yep, have a good night, Flaming. least with the building. Those block facing stuff. And then once that's done, it's pretty much done then. It's fine. That's fine. There's this. And this. Might as well take a water break. Alright. Also, yeah, for those that are into soccer or football, depending on where you're from, World Cup is tomorrow. So, if you enjoy that, who are you rooting for? Will it be Spain or Argentina? For me, I don't watch soccer really, so I don't really have a preference, but I'll say Argentina for me is who I'll be rooting for because of Messi. But I'm not really I'm a Ronaldo or Messi fan. It's just I know who Messi is just because he's been around for a while. But that extends my knowledge of soccer. But nope. Yeah, I gotta finish this soon. My vision's starting to go. I'm staring at a screen too long. Almost. Go. Alright. Almost done. Almost done. Oh, I missed one. I could have it like constantly flowing, but it's fine. This works. Gets the point across. Ugh. Do I have enough strength to get through this? Man. Just have to do my daily like Duolingo and stuff. How am I gonna see? Yep, there's the reminder right there. Most with this creek. Oh, crap. I thought I was over there. Oh, that's deflating. I seriously thought I was over there. I was like, oh, I'm almost done. Nope. Oh, that's... should be any second for more phantoms. Or skyrats. I'll take it. I hope someone actually steals Bud in the chocolate district, because I do not want to do this when I make the swamp. For the rivers that I've done so far, sure, not the end of the world. But I don't know if I can do this again for the swamp, because that's a large area. Plus, if I can get 5 or 6 titans to help with it, maybe then it's gonna be interesting. Oh, also, I said earlier, for those that were here, that each of the biomes is gonna have a structure. I'm debating on doing the structures at the very end, because that will give me time to like get the full biomes done, which would be helpful. And then if I need, let's say, help just building the mountain, building a volcano, then it's like, okay, I maybe ask Titans, hey, fine. Helping me build this. But if I can get all the biomes, I think that should be my priority. And then the big structures can be the second. But yeah, that's just, I think that's the going. I think that will help free up a lot of my... I don't know if, I don't know if free up is the right word. It'll help maybe ease my mind, is probably the better way to put it, where I'm not overwhelmed with just finishing that point, I'm never gonna finish. If I can finish the mountain in, let's say, by end of September, let's just say that. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do that early, but let's say I can finish the normal biome part by end of September. Okay. That is a lot, but at least that gives me a good understanding of, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where I need to be. Okay, and then I can keep up. That's the third estimate. I got one done. I have 4 left. Oh, I didn't realize this was... okay, we're done. We're done with that creek. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be it. I don't think it's gonna be too much else. I'll just put it with the grass, I suppose. So use all the mud. Yeah. I think that's gonna be it for today. Just hit the 3-hour mark. I'm starting to not see straight. I think that's a good way to end the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, feel free to follow on Twitch. It's always appreciated. If same with YouTube. This will probably go up on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube and you're new. Feel free to subscribe. Always nice to see the channel, both channels growing, really. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm too tired to think of anything else. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. See you, everyone.